The new Porsche Panamera.
女士们、先生们，全新保时捷 Panamera。
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the director, exterior design style Porsche, Peter Varga.
女士们、先生们，欢迎保时捷全球外观设计总监毕加格先生。
Hello and good evening. A truly golden moment. I don't think Oliver Blume promised too much. Since its introduction in 2009, the Panamera has been a huge success. Like no other car, the Panamera combines different characters. The formal appearance of a sporty coupe, the luxurious character of a saloon, and the functionality that is untypical for a true sports car. The Panamera continues to be the sports car in its segment. In the most typical way, we have continued to refine the car over the last 40 years. As a result, the new Panamera is not a revolution, but a sophisticated evolution. When we look at it, we see the consistent development of our brand and product identity, the unique Panamera identity. The new design is stronger than even before, focused on intelligent combination of modern luxury and uncompromising sportiness. At first sight, the new Panamera is recognized as a true member of the Porsche product family. We kept the brand's iconic identity. The attractive width-to-height ratio characterizes the overall sporting appearance. The design is defined, refined, and beautifully modernized in its appearance. The new front stands strong and proud, supported by pronounced fenders and more upright headlights design. This, combined with a focused, unique 4-point signature light graphic, is both attractive and highly technical in its execution. The new Panamera ensures a strong visual presence. In the side view, the new side window graphic is one of our most important design elements. The new shape, the rear reinforce the saloon character in its flanks, whilst keeping it typically Porsche. At the rear, we further developed the continuous light bow, which is an elemental part of the Porsche design language. Adding to the overall width of the car, the rear is just clean, reduced, and precise in its detail. We have further focused the interior of the new Panamera towards to the driver. A clear design combined with luxurious materials creates a high-quality sporting ambience. The innovative decor concept extends from the center console to the dashboard and seamlessly into the doors. Combined with a steeply rising center console, it is one of the most present features of the new Panamera cockpit. For the first time, we have implemented continuous ambient lighting along the entire front section, emphasizing space. More than ever, the focus is on the driver axis. The principles of the Porsche driving experience are the basis for its new design, consistently geared to the needs of a sports car driver. All controls relevant to the driver are located close to the steering wheel. This allows the driver to quickly and intuitively access all elementary functions. As a result, handling the new Panamera is even easier and more comfortable in all driving situations, but especially when driving dynamically. Another highlight is the freestanding instrument cluster. For the first time, it is designed in a display in a curved optic that offers 7 different views to choose from. As a result, and typical Porsche, we have a perfect balance between analog and digital controls. Also brand new at Porsche and now available for the first time on the Panamera is the new turbo differentiation. For almost 50 years, the turbo models have enjoyed an exceptional position. To emphasize their uniqueness, we have now refined the look even further. All turbo models will now come with an exclusive version of the modernized Porsche Crest. Turbo Night, a new color from Porsche, will be used on selected areas of the interior and the exterior of our new Panamera, reinforcing the model identity of a turbo. The new turbo differentiation makes the look of the turbo models even more distinctive. I kindly invite you to discover the unique details together with us later. Now I would like to hand over to Detlef. He will present our second highlight of the evening. Thank you very much.
The Porsche Panamera Turbo Sonderwunsch.
女士们、先生们，保时捷 Panamera Turbo Sonderwunsch。
The Panamera Turbo Sonderwunsch, an absolute one-off. You won't find another one like this here. And it shows how detailed and comprehensive the Porsche exclusive manufacturer is implementing the Sonderwunsch program. Take a look at the paintwork, for example. Le Blanc Violet Metallic, a chestnut color with a violet note fading to black. And completely covered real gold flakes, creating an impression of depth. We dream it and we build it. This is how it could look like. But now, only from the outside. The interior is not yet something we can share for good reason, because this is a co-creation project that we are just starting here today. Some selected Porsche enthusiasts will have the unique opportunity to create the matching interior together with our designers. Now, I'd like to invite you to discover this one of a kind of masterpiece, and let's ask ourselves the question, how would we finish off this dream? Thank you for being our guest tonight, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you very much.
Please welcome the chairman of the executive board of Porsche AG, Oliver Blume.
女士们、先生们，欢迎保时捷全球执行董事会主席奥伯穆先生。
Good evening and a warm welcome to all of you. It's great to be back here in Shanghai. It's been a good 14 years and it was right next door to where we are tonight. Back then, a whole new chapter of the Porsche story began, when we welcomed a new member to the Porsche family, when we first presented our luxury and comfort flagship, the Panamera. As always, we are aiming high. Some of you may remember it involved a pretty hair-raising elevator ride, but you've got to admit it was spectacular. From the moment it reached the top of the World Financial Center, the Panamera started to excite Porsche customers around the globe. Today, here, we are a little more grounded in a place with a fascinating history, while also being very modern, where tradition and innovation blend into something special, just like at Porsche. What we have always had in mind with the Panamera is a perfect interaction of iconic Porsche design, a dominant appearance, exceptional driving dynamics, the ultimate long-distance comfort, and generous space for 4 adults and their luggage, all together in a 4-door sports car. When we launched it back in 2009, we were venturing into a new segment. We had done it before when we introduced the Cayenne. Once again, it would go on to be a great success. More than 375,000 examples of the Panamera have so been far delivered to our customers all over the world. Especially here in China, the Panamera has always been very popular. Since 2011, China has been the largest market for the Panamera almost every year. Coming from a high level with the first generation, the second level already thrilled more than twice than many customers. And the success story continues. With a market share of nearly a third in China, the Panamera is outpacing the growth of its segment. What has always set Porsche apart is that we listened very carefully to our customers' wishes. And a product like the Panamera reflects these wishes down to the smallest details. With numerous options for individualization, for example, reflecting the evolving notation of luxury. The Panamera offers both a fascinating experience of driving a dynamic sports car and a strong, unique presence in the world of business. That is what our Chinese customers in particular appreciate. This has led to an increasing demand for our long wheelbase Panamera in the Chinese market. From the very beginning, the Panamera has set the standards in its class. It has paved the way for technological innovations. The air suspension with switchable additional volume, for example, or the dual clutch transmission, a first in the luxury class. Already in 2011, 2 years after the start, we offered the first generation of the Panamera as a hybrid vehicle. Absolutely new territory in the luxury class and already showing the potential. And we are building on that with a new Panamera. Engineered in Weissach, our research and development center, this model stands for sophisticated technology, with a focus on comfort, quality, individualization, and performance. Third generation is even more advanced with a completely upgraded engine range, state-of-the-art, more sustainable, and more efficient. For the first time, it has an innovative chassis with adaptive damper control as an option for all hybrid models. We call it Porsche Active Ride. It enables a whole new range between performance and comfort. Dynamic and nimble on winding country roads, while practically floating over copped city streets. Its dynamic spectrum is simply enormous. With its new design, it looks even more dominant. We have given both its exterior and interior a completely new design. We have also developed a number of features that are exclusive to the turbo models. We call this the turbo differentiation. Our director exterior design, Peter Wager, will explain this to you in more detail a bit later. We also want the new Panamera to show our commitment to hybrids. We offered 3 hybrids for the second generation car. Now we are adding a forced plug-in model, the new Turbo e-Hybrid. Its new V8 engine and the new 140 kilowatt electric motor provide a total system output of 680 PS or 500 kilowatts with 930 Newton meters of torque. This new high-performance edition fits perfectly into our lineup. All the new Panamera hybrid models offer improved e-performance in terms of driving dynamics, charging speed, and electric-only range. This range is now up to 903 kilometers, an increase of 75% compared to before. It's our response to strong customer demand. In some countries, the Panamera hybrid share is almost 100%. And we are once again underlining our powertrain strategy consisting of internal combustion engines, hybrids, and pure electric systems. No question about it, electromobility is our top priority. But the ramp-up is not happening at the same speed in every part of the world. We are very well positioned for this, and the new Panamera really shows that what a hybrid drive is now capable of.
Sportiness and driving comfort. Two opposites that Porsche combines perfectly in the new Panamera with Porsche Active Ride. The active chassis enables smooth rolling, good isolation, and a quiet body, and, at the same time, a precise driving experience and complete leveling with optimum wheel load distribution. The feeling of comfort is particularly noticeable on bumps, which are optimally filtered by isolation and body control. An evolutionary step forward in terms of stability and driving performance. A significant difference to the already very good predecessor model. By combining a single-chamber air spring with a dual-valve damper including a motor pump unit, any force can be applied to each damper individually and independently of the direction of movement. The data measured by sensors on vertical acceleration, suspension travel, longitudinal and lateral accelerations, and turning rates form the foundation of the Porsche Active Ride control system. Whether during braking, acceleration, or in launch control start, Porsche Active Ride compensates for movements in milliseconds. Virtually no pitching or rolling movements are noticeable. Even beyond the limits, the dynamic wheel load distribution ensures the desired driving behavior adapted to the respective driving mode. An optimum interplay of stability and agility thanks to permanently adapted grip of the wheels. The Sport Plus mode is given the dynamic ground clearance function. The vehicle level is dynamically adjusted, and the vehicle's center of gravity is lowered. The result? Less wheel load fluctuation, more camber on the wheels, and consequently more grip. The motor pump unit draws its energy from a 400-volt battery, which is available in the hybrid vehicles. This ensures that there is always enough power available for the chassis. Beyond the functions included in the Porsche Active Ride by default, further Porsche Ride functions can be activated. For example, active pitch control, which counteracts the forces on passengers. Pitching against the direction of motion is initiated during acceleration and braking. Another function is active tilt control, which causes the vehicle to lean towards the center of the bend, thus reducing lateral forces on passengers. The result? Optimum handling in every situation.